I'm turning around my whole routine because I have been listening a lot more to my intuition. Every time I'm at the gym, I just feel like this isn't it. And I just couldn't go to the gym one more time to just be there, feel like it wasn't the vibe, and then leave. So if you followed me the whole summer, you saw that I went to the gym almost every day. I really loved it, and I had an injury to my foot, so it was actually perfect for me, but I'm healing my injury with physical therapy, and now I'm just so ready to just align my whole life and not to keep going to a place that's just not aligned for me, that's just not the vibe. So I signed up for Soul Sing Body, a 7-day trial. And I started that yesterday. I'm just trying it out. So far, I really like it. I'm already sore from yesterday, but today was pretty good too. I did a meditation. And now I just got ready and I'm super hungry. So let's go downstairs for some breakfast. This is the outfit for today. To have some breakfast and watch a podcast, and then during it I will kind of start planning my day. I've made a to-do list and I've estimated the time for each task, and I created a schedule for today. My approach usually is to schedule my day the day before or the week before. So I aim to have at least a 2-week schedule for the 2 weeks ahead, because, for example, today I don't really feel like doing the things that are scheduled for today. I would rather be editing a video, that's what I'm feeling. But because I have the 2 weeks ahead scheduled, normally I would maybe feel like, oh, I don't really feel like doing this, I'll do it later. But now I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna put my mindset to it. I'm just going to shift my mindset a little bit and just accept that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm just going to do it, because the 2 weeks ahead I won't be able to do it because I already have a pretty tight schedule. I can't do it tomorrow because tomorrow I have other stuff scheduled, and I can't do it next week because next week I need to be working on the next vlog, on, you know, other things, other projects that are here. And that really helps, because otherwise it's so easy to say like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. But because my schedule is pretty tight, it's not like tight like overstuffed, but more like I have a schedule to, you know, I want to finish things before the end of this year, I want to finish things this month, some things need to be finished in time, and now I just have a realistic good schedule. So if I don't do my tasks today, then it's going to push the schedule forward, which I don't want to do, because for next month I have big plans. Like the end of the year is always busy for everyone. I feel you have a lot of social obligations and a lot of fun things, but also you need to wrap things up before the end of the year. Definitely cannot push it to next month. So it's a really good way to motivate yourself. And then today I look at the things that I put in my digital calendar, and then I move some things around and make a even more specific estimation of the time that everything is going to take. For example, I had scheduled to do some bookkeeping this afternoon, but now I feel like, no, I'll do this now because this afternoon I need to clean some things up in my office. I had some books there, I'll talk about it later. I just need to do it now, basically. Let's get started with the first task. I have done a little desk surface cleanup. I am going to put my phone on silent. I'm going to put a 1-hour timer on, and I'm going to do a little meditation for intentions. And then let's get started. My intentions worked because I was done in exactly 1 hour. Like, I was done and within a second the timer went off. So that's perfect. Now, of course, I'm going to cross everything off. And now I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is checking my best year ever masterclass. At the end, I of course pitch my offer, and I just want to see if what I offer is aligned with what I'm pitching there. I'm just going to check that. I gave myself 1 hour, which I think is really too much, but I just don't know how long this is going to take. So yeah, let's do it. It's so funny because watching yourself, at first I'm like, oh my god, no. But now I'm like, that was pretty good. It's like so long ago that I recorded this, and I don't know, I always had the same with when I was in university too. Once I handed something in, after a while I would start to sort of doubt whether it was actually good, because you're just like, oh, I recorded that so long ago and it's not good anymore, and you start to kind of like discourage yourself for some reason. But I'm like, this was good. I didn't watch the whole thing obviously, but just the pitch of my offer, I was like, okay, you know, this I could easily change the link, because I'm kind of playing around with the idea of offering a different kind of coaching. I can feel something brewing, but I'm not exactly sure, and I feel like the only way to progress my idea is just to kind of like start writing things down, start taking some action, kind of see what it becomes. Even though I'm not entirely sure right now what I was saying in this masterclass, I'm like, yeah, but this is exactly what I want to offer. I was always only very much focused on mindset and manifestation, but what I have found is that that is just as important as taking inspired action. It's not just manifesting, visualizing, journaling, vision boarding. It really is about taking action. So I want to offer my coaching, but really diversify it a little bit to have both the mindset and the action part be equally important, because that is how I feel that it is. Because by taking inspired action, which is listening to your intuition, asking for guidance, taking action, you embody the version of yourself that you are trying to manifest, that has all these things that you are trying to manifest. And I think maybe some time ago I was so focused on just the manifesting and the mindset, and sometimes in my work maybe I wouldn't completely convey also the value of taking action, and you really need both. So that's why I kind of want to pivot a little bit, and I've also been producing a lot about productivity for that reason. But I feel like it really is both. So just productivity in the sense like taking action, I feel like it's not complete yet. I'm kind of feeling in what it is more than that. But productivity, of course, is also mindset and action. But the question is whether the person on the other side of the screen also understands that it's not just the grind. It's not just like grinding so hard that you're not in tune with your intuition and with your creativity, but that you're just doing, because that's not good either. So I really wanted to steer away from that, but I want to offer something that's really a combination of both. I'm positively surprised. I can check that off my list, and at least I know when I start working on my new offer that it's perfectly aligned with the Best Year Ever Masterclass. Of course, the Best Year Ever Masterclass is perfect for this time of year because December, January are usually times when people are thinking about the coming 12 months. So I'm just going to make a snack because I'm getting a little bit hungry already. So yeah, I'm gonna make a snack and then let's get back to work. Finished my snack. Now I put on the calendar to start looking at rebranding my discovery call. Just like I said, I don't have exactly in my mind how I want to rebrand it, but I want it to be something of value that if you book a free discovery call with me, you can really walk away with a clear idea of what you need to change and how you're going to change it in order for you to reach your goals. And also, of course, clarity on what your goals are and your aspirations and your dreams, and make them specific, create a timeline or more of a clear path. I should probably write this down. Just took sort of a nap. I was just feeling really tired and depleted, and I figured I might as well just lay down for 20 minutes and then I'll have more energy to continue, and I did. So I made myself a cup of tea. I'm watching a workshop webinar about creating a core offer and how to position that, but it's a little bit slow and boring. So I had written on my to-do list to clean out my book corner in my office because I have these bookshelves that I also want to change, but these are at least books that I want to keep and read. But then in the other corner is more books that I used during my masters and I wasn't ready to part with. And I feel like maybe right now I'm a little bit more ready to part, and also to just kind of move the energy in my office a little bit. Because if you keep a lot of clutter around, the energy can become a little bit stagnant. Not that I feel that stagnant, but it's just good to declutter things once in a while. I'm just gonna have a look at the books that I have and if I'm ready to part with them. This pile has been here for a year or something since the last time I decluttered, and I haven't looked at it in a very long time until a few days ago. I wanted to look something up that a client said. I was like, I literally never use these books. I have more peace with that I'm not in the academic world anymore, because when you leave the academic world, they always say you can't come back. I just wasn't ready to separate from that identity yet, but I feel like now, as I've come more into my new identity as a business owner, I'm more okay with it. So let's see how I feel. This corner looks so much cleaner now, because in that corner there used to be this pile of books for the longest time. And I feel like now it just looks a lot more clean and probably going to help me a lot to focus. And soon I'm also going to be putting up some Christmas decorations and some lights, so it's a perfect time for everything to be clean and to have not so cluttered, so that I can just hang whatever I want. I want to hang some lights and stuff, but you'll see that soon. I dried the flowers from the first bouquet that we got when we purchased this house. We got this like huge bouquet as a gift, and I just wanted to like keep some of it as a memory. And it's like taking me back to childhood, because I remember, I don't know, my grandmother or something also had some dried flowers. So now I'm kind of thinking like, what should I do with this? I'm really not sure, to be honest. I think I was planning to make some art with it or put them in those like gold frames or something. So I just have to think about it a little bit. Let me know if you have any ideas. But maybe the idea will come. Like, I'm into crafting and stuff, so if you have any tips, they're welcome. Okay, so that's crossed off, and all I need to do now for today is finish my Discovery Call rebrand. I don't have to finish the whole thing today, but just put in the 2 hours that I scheduled for it. So I'm going to finish watching the workshop that I'm watching, and I'm gonna do the exercises that they have us do. I'm finding it really hard to focus, so I'm going to do something at the same time. Maybe for now I'll just do a little bit of planning and structuring projects while I watch this, and then afterwards we'll heat up some soup that my mom made, like a pumpkin soup. That's really good. I want to have like some toast with it, so that's something to look forward to. I'm almost getting hungry just thinking about it now, so maybe I'm more hungry than I think. I'm just gonna finish drinking my tea and just do a little bit of busy work while I'm finishing listening to this workshop. Super hungry, so I'm going to make some soup. Well, I'm going to heat up some soup and some toast. I'm just gonna watch some Sweet Magnolias, which I've just kind of discovered, so I'm still at season 1. And I'm going to eat my soup, watch my show, and then afterwards we might leave the house for the packages that I wrote on my to-do list, but there's also a storm, so I'm not sure yet if that's what's smart. It's a weather warning, like a storm warning, so if you don't have to leave the house, it's advised not to do it. So I'll do the errands that I need to leave the house for tomorrow, and then now I'm going to start editing the vlog that I've been filming the whole day and just edit up until now. And then tomorrow I'll have less work for editing because I scheduled that for tomorrow, and then I can do the errands instead. It's getting so cozy now. I've edited everything that I could edit now, so all the footage that I filmed up until that I went to eat some soup. I think that's just enough for now. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm just gonna go take some thumbnail photos, and then afterwards Arjen and I are going to prepare some dinner and We're going to make a fire probably, so I'll show you when we do. And I've been writing some letters about things that I wish that other people who hurt me would understand, and instead of expecting them to understand in real life, because that's sometimes just not possible to influence somebody else, but you can influence yourself. So as kind of a way of closure, I've kind of written some list of everything that hurt me, that I wish they would understand how that hurt me, but also gratitude and forgiveness, and just even thank you for the lessons and stuff like that. I was thinking I'm going to try to burn them in the fire. I feel like that's a good ritual to do once in a while, so tonight seems like the perfect night.